Hey guys, welcome back. So today, this is going to be the last live stream for tonight. I'll come back sometime tomorrow because mainly 'cause I have did a lot of live stream for today. I have to look right now. I have 6,662 YouTube views. That was just accounted, guys, and I just got out of the shower. But yeah, we're going to be talking about a lot, including my YouTube channel membership, which is not up yet, but all you have to do right now is subscribe to become a YouTube channel member. But I'm working on setting up the other channel membership where my channel members will pay the $49.99 a month. That'll be coming soon. I have to pay for it first, and it's going to probably be $50 or more. I don't know how much it's going to be for me alone. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into all that, but right now I'm doing my own community post channel membership. So basically, I have a community post section on my YouTube channel. That's where all my channel members go for their channel membership right now. So yeah, I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll leave y'all right there. Okay, guys. So I'm going to be promoting this book on a book tour, guys, soon. Um, I'm going to read the book. I read it in the last live, most of the book. But like I said, the next live that I do later on, probably tomorrow, I'll talk about the book tour, or maybe I'll come on later on tonight. I'll let you guys know. Okay. Hey, okay. Another one of those stories. It's hard to do because I love me some Halle Berry. She's a friend to the show. She even flipped my boob when I met her. Like, it came out of nowhere. Do you remember Diana Ross and Little Kim at the award show? She flipped my boob like that. So yeah, guys, I hope y'all can see this. Hold on. Let me back up a little bit. Oh god. Shit. It just basically says I have 6,662 views. I hope y'all can see it. Wait. Shit. Hold on. I'm trying, guys. David on okay. Hallie is now in the process of getting a divorce from that French actor Olivier. I can't for some reason. So hold on. Oh, there you go. And so they can focus. All of her ex's names are now being thrown under the bus as the Twitterverse and the blogospheres try to recant. There we go. Behavior. And so David's like, no, 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 you won't throw me under the bus. So he went on a rant to defend himself. Hope you guys can see that. It basically just says 6,662 views. You can go to my YouTube channel. You can look at it yourself. I don't even gotta show you guys. You can just go straight to my YouTube channel and it'll show you the same thing I can see. So. Peace. I love y'all so much. This is going to be my new book. Like I said, my new book, Promoting Betty White, a tribute to a legend. Just wait. It's coming. Okay, guys. Listen, I am shining armor. I'm all for girl power. I'm all for Halle Berry, and I'm all for the womanhood.
But when you have a litany of guys who, yeah, and such a beautiful, like, there's a problem somewhere in one of these four pictures, and I don't know what the problem is. And she got a restraining order on David Justice, you'll remember. Then she claimed that Eric Benet was a sex addict, which he co-signed on. Okay. Then she said Gabriel Baldry was an unfit parent, and now it's Olivier. And I don't know, maybe it's just bad pickings. You know, girls, if all you have are rotten apples and any one that you pick is going to be rotten on one hand. On the other hand, some of us, after you pick one or two rotten apples, you learn to go to a different apple farm. I don't want to talk about this anymore today. Stupid show. What a nice arrangement. All in time for the, Thanksgiving holiday and whatnot. Mm-hmm. The close-up Rambo, the worst. Okay, so Tiger Woods' former caddy is slamming him with a new tell-all book. Juicy. The name is Steve Williams, and he's 51 years old, no relation. And
Cheers.
Cheers, because Steve,
Ooh.
now being accused of helping him. In my mind, if you are
Okay,
$18 million, yes, ladies and gentlemen, and other, yes. Well, a lot of people watch the show. You never know. Yeah, between $8 and $13 million a year to be a caddy for Tiger. And the caddy wasn't just somebody who schlepped the golf clubs. He drove a fabulous golf car, probably with rims and good leather, Corinthian leather seats. He also blocked people, fans from being near Tiger, and also helped Tiger strategize his next putt or hit or whatever. Steve said that he used to hate it though when Tiger would take his golf clubs after, swinging and throw it over his shoulder and spit on the golf course and go to the next hole. And my thought is Tiger's out there under pressure. People are whispering low. The golf announcers. And you all are watching on the TV. And people want him, people are judging him. So Steve, Tiger was under pressure. And in my mind, I do believe that you knew a lot about Tiger. And Steve, as far as you saying because he threw golf clubs and spit and might have talked to you salty sometimes, don't say that he treated you like a slave. Some people are very sensitive to the FL word. He did, you know, as far as I'm concerned, honey, between $8 and $13 million, a lot of people would have taken a golf club to their head and slid onto the street. I don't know when the book is coming out, but I'll let you know because I care to peruse it. Thank you. And and Miles and Milan, I am devastated. How could you all be here just 2 weeks ago here on Wendy, looking so loving and well adorned, and tell me you're still there? They are. Look at them. Well, Miles, this one right here with the hat turned frontwards, was arrested in Harlem for allegedly punching Milan in the face with a closed fist. It's not funny. Well, apparently, allegedly, the boys were fighting because Milan, the one with the hat turned back, thought that Miles thought that Miles was being true to him all these years. I mean, other than that relationship that Miles had with the woman. It's all very confusing, right? My point is, Miles and Milan, please work it out, but don't bug it out. It's not sexy. Thank you. What is there? Oh. Woo. Woo. Yeah, it was good dramatic. Okay, so you got the out there. Do you remember when you were a kid, you played in the leaf pile and you catch the ringworms? That was me. Anyway, it's time to meet today's contestant. Let's get her on the line. Did you ever play in the leaves upstate here? I never got the ringworm. Hello? Hello? Tina McBride from Olympia, Washington. How you doing, Tina? Yes, it's Wendy. And Tina, you're today's contestant on Wendy's Windfall. Tina, have you been watching our show every day?
Yes, I have.
Including subtle nuances?
I think so.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's find out how much you're playing for. Suzanne, spin it. Tina, you're playing for $1,000. I need you to listen closely because you have 15 seconds to answer correctly. And remember, Tina, your first answer is your only answer, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Taylor Swift's Shake It Off song. Wait, oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, we'll do that story tomorrow. Wait, hold on. Yesterday, during the Inside Scoop, Deborah Norville was here, and she told us about Justin Bieber being angry at his fans by walking off stage during a concert. What country was the concert? 15 seconds and go!
Norway.
If you'd like to win big money like Tina and Wendy's Windfall, log on her Facebook page and make sure that you watch our show every day, including the subtle nuances, because we might be calling you next. We've got more great show, everyone. So get the look of TV. So grab a snack and come on down.
Not everybody gets to leave with their family intact.
New Wendy's Lead Remedy. She's spilling secrets on Scientology and Tom Cruise. Gianna De Laurentiis cooks. Bellissima. Tomorrow on a new Wendy. Our first guest is an outspoken comedian and an actress, and she's currently on tour with her new show called Psycho. Take a look.
My Korean name is the name of Kim Jong-il's production company. So that's how Asian that is. I have a friend who's even more Asian. Her name is... Oh my God, that's pretty. That's right. Wow. How do you spell that? So like a K or C? It's just like a sound.
Please welcome the very funny Margaret Cho. Hey. I love your moto pants.
Thank you.
And have you lost weight or are you just maintaining everything?
No, I'm just wearing bigger clothes. This seems like it.
This is a wig, is that?
Oh, totally.
Okay.
Is it on correctly?
Yes, no, it looks good.
But
Oh my gosh. But no, but wigs always no wig.
well, I mean, I think like it's still Asian hair.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to get used to like wig life, and so I'm just trying it out for now.
Is your natural hair thinning?
Well, it's thinning, and then I also shaved my head because I shaved it because that's my greatest fear is thinning hair,
Okay.
and I wanted to embrace my fear. But I also did it for a video that I made, a music video where I'm like real tough in it. And so I did like a Charlize Theron and Mad Max and
How does your
shaved
head
it.
look like? Because is it flat in the back? And you have a nice shape? Yeah, perfect. It's great. Not great. Not it was great. Yeah. So don't worry, you're good.
Thank you. No, it does. I don't have the weird, like I have like a weird, not a fold here.
Right.
It's kind of, I kind of thought, okay, well, I look like I'm nicer than I seem.
With this hair?
Yeah.
And these combat boots?
Yeah. Well, I look.
No.
No, is it kind of tough?
Yes.
It's kind of like,
Yes. Yes.
like, don't mess with her.
Yeah. All right.
Try it.
So you have a very fascinating love life. Last time that you were here, we talked, and you explained to us that you were involved with two people.
Mhm.
You were married,
Mhm.
but you have an open relationship.
Yes.
And your outside lover, you were monogamous with.
Yes.
Right.
Well, sort of, but then it just got so confusing, so I just got divorced. I can't handle it. I did too much. All that stuff is ridiculous. It doesn't work.
I'm surprised you're saying this.
She thought it worked. Well, the thing is that with my husband and I, it's not that the open relationship was bad, but sometimes we were together for so long, sometimes people grow apart.
What is that, over 10 years?
Oh, over 15.
Oh, gosh.
So it's really, you have to deal with the sadness of that.
Yes.
But we're still family. And right now we're in the process of letting our dog have a beautiful death. We're 16.
Oh.
So we're still together, making sure that her life is being celebrated.
Just my parents.
Yeah.
What is your feelings about still in a relationship with your husband?
He's great with it because he knows that, my new partner and I were totally monogamous. We're totally together. He actually fixed my wig for me. He's going to be upset that I tore it off.
Is he sexually?
There's a lot of fluid in there, yes.
So, because Margaret's in a secret. She likes girls and she likes boys, but
Yeah.
currently you're with a man.
A man.
And it's all working out.
It's great. And he's wonderful and he loves me. And it's the first time that I've actually had real love where it's not like something weird. It's not like I just wanted somebody to hold my hand. It took 46 years to get there.
Why don't you just speak up? You're so much broken. You talk about everything.
Yeah. But I didn't know how to take care of myself.
Yeah.
And when you've been through a lot in your life, especially when it relates to sexuality, you start to do different kinds of things. And so for me, also being a survivor of sexual abuse.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
How old were you? Who was this man or woman?
I was 5. From the ages of 5 to 12, I had a very difficult and inappropriate relationship with his member. And so it's
He
hard.
lived in San Francisco as well?
He lived in another city.
Okay.
But it was hard, and I told my family. And then in Korean culture, we're not allowed to talk about it, but I'm such a loud
My
mouth.
culture too. We don't talk about anything.
Yeah. But my mother would try to justify, like, I know that he raped you, but he also raped, so you're not special.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Why don't we do this? We can cremate him and let you flip the switch. Which is tempting.
So is he still alive?
He's still alive. He's barely hanging on, but really great is that there's a statute of limitations on the truth. So just talking about it,
Yes.
other people can talk about it.
Yes.
I the hashtag. Yeah. Really good. Hashtag now on my social media called hashtag 12 Days of Rage, where I'm asking people to come forward and tell their stories. And it all leads to
Okay.
Shave My Head song comes out. It's called I Want to Kill My Rapist. Because
Perfect.
Perfect.
Side you so you can keep going. Sexual abuse leads to self-abuse.
Yes.
So we have to acknowledge that it happens and really, and I actually don't even care if rapists get killed. I think it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. And you used to be a sex worker, which I had no idea.
Yes. That was when I was really young, and after being raped in so many different ways as a child, I was so numb that I was doing different things, and that way that I could sort of make money and. I was a terrible dominatrix. Didn't never work. So I was not good at it. Not good. I was phone sex operator for a while, but then I sounded white. So they elevated me to this kind of promoted me. So I was doing recorded phone sex. I was doing recorded phone sex for people who were learning English as a second language.
Gotcha.
So it was both teaching and it's called Hot Girls USA. And I would talk about how I was white and blonde and blue-eyed and
Yes.
Look, very weird.
Weird is good though here on Wendy. Margaret Show, everybody. Margaret, jokes for days. For tourist called Psycho. It hits New York here in the city at Town Hall Theater on November 11th, and it's going to be in Wiltern at the Wiltern in LA on the 14th. So for more updates, go to wendyshow.com. Clap it up for Margaret Show. What do I have? There are a lot of hot fashions for on TV this fall, so here to show us how to get the look from TV's leading ladies for less money. Say hello to our fashion expert and friend, Melissa Garcia. Welcome. So let's start with Taraji P. Henson from Empire.
I mean, how hot is Cookie? Everyone loves Cookie, right? This is her I'm going to a meeting on the farm look because that's so appropriate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, a cape, of course, her Alexander McQueen little clutch. So here's a little insider info. That clutch was actually borrowed from one of the designers on the set, actually Timbaland's wife. Monique Mosley? Yeah, so she borrowed a bunch of her stuff from her. So that's a little inside information. It's over $2,200, sold out everywhere. Her whole outfit is over, I think, $4,500.
But we're not paying that.
We're not paying that.
Felicia, she's wearing that look for less.
Yes, she is.
Wow.
Here we have the lead. Amazing stage H&M for $79. You can't beat the price. Of course, we put a leopard skirt, a Cookie's always in some sort of an animal print. This is from Macy's, only $30. And then we have the cute little bag from Steve Madden. 58. The shoes are from Just That. The whole look all put together with accessories and everything, $230.
Perfect. Now, our next TV celebrity look is Emma Roberts. She's in Chanel and she's on the show Screen Queens. Tell us about this look.
Yes, she's always in some sort of a pastel, and this is her I'm going to my college class look because that's so appropriate for college class. So she's wearing a great little fur coat. She has on great Valentinos because that's
Okay, guys, I will be back in soon. I'm not going to sleep. I'm gonna say it longer. So you're trying to go. It's a reentry program for ex-felons. I've never had it before. I'm a failure. Yeah, that happens sometimes. That's okay. Can't have the thing on, so I'm trying to be careful. Mention. I'm not talking about the job, but there's something like that. She's in really good room. Yeah. I mean, you know, they're big. Yeah. I don't think this. No, I mean, really hard, but there's no way. Same really. And this. I'll like, see if she remembers. Is this the store? So many places have got my book today. Did anyone see that? I won't remember. But I got the receipt. We got it. What did you? Just this. Evidence. No, what's yours? So what's next? Evidence.
All together over $6,500. Okay, but we're not paying that. Here's the look for less on Helena. Come on out. So I found this great quote for a top. This was $52. This skirt was only $14 from boohoo.com.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna find something else to put on. Okay, I'm going like the live stream. I just started the live stream 40 minutes ago. AJ is the president of my YouTube channel. Yeah, Sexiest podcast. Okay.
Oh, I just listened to Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're getting It's been nearly 20 years since a pair of Judy Garland's ruby red slippers were stolen from a museum in her hometown. The shoes were recovered 13 years later, but no one was ever charged until now. Jim Murray reports.
They're the most famous pair of shoes in the world, Dorothy's ruby red slippers.
Oh, the yellow brick road.
Now the FBI has charged a man with stealing them, and if convicted, he may be on the yellow brick road to jail. The pair of iconic shoes worn by Judy Garland, the classic 1939 movie, was stolen from the Judy Garland Museum in her birthplace, Grand Rapids, Minnesota, back in 2005. They were recovered in a sting operation in Minneapolis in 2018. Look, there's Garland's name inside, but no one was charged until now. A one-page indictment says 76-year-old Terry John Martin stole an object of cultural heritage, an authentic pair of ruby slippers. Martin lives just 12 miles from the museum where the slippers were on display. He told a reporter, "I gotta go on trial. I don't want to talk to you." Jamie Heights is executive director of the museum. Those ruby slippers behind her are just replicas. The real ones are still in the custody of the FBI.
We are excited that there's a movement in the case, but also kind of sad that it's a local person.
The ruby slippers that were stolen are one of 4 surviving pairs used in the movie. FBI agents were able to tell they had the right pair thanks to a single sequin that had fallen off and was left at the scene when they were stolen. Now this iconic piece of movie memorabilia has been found. As Dorothy once said,
By the way, those ruby red slippers are valued at $3.5 million. Yeah. Oh, somebody's still actually found the shoe. They got that. They got something. Or they like it locked up in a museum. They got replicas. They got get that. That was in the 1939 movie. They got that they got them that. I did that. Okay.
We do begin tonight with the news late today, passing of Tina Turner, a legend, a survivor, a singer who redefined herself and became a global icon in her 40s and 50s and beyond. Tonight, her childhood, the daughter of Tennessee sharecroppers, her early years performing with Ike Turner, and what Tina Turner survived during those years, Ike Turner and the abuse, how she got out of that marriage with no money, but fought to keep the name he gave her, Tina Turner. She would struggle, but years later, she would prevail. In the mid-1980s, the album Private Dancer, the song What's Love Got to Do With It, and so many albums afterward. And tonight here, the dream she always had to fill a stadium like the Rolling Stones, and the moment in that stadium when she did it, breaking a record. She was brave, she broke boundaries. Tonight, Tina Turner, her music, her own words, and the legacy she now leaves behind. Tina Turner was a legend. Her story defines strength and bravery. The little girl born Anna Mae Bullock in Brownsville, Tennessee.
I'm a girl from a cotton field that proved myself above what was not taught.
She was the daughter of sharecroppers, abandoned by her parents when she was young. Her mother would come in and out of her life. While still in high school in East St. Louis, Illinois, in the late 1950s, she saw Ike Turner perform. She was just 17 at the time, and she asked if she could sing a song at intermission. She was magnetic. They could all see it, including Ike.
I was young, naive, just junior, and everything just opened up to me. It was nice game. But it's a shining star.
He would give her the name Tina. She would become Tina Turner. Her version of Proud Mary would give Ike and Tina Turner their first top 10 hit. What the world didn't see at the time was the pain and the darkness of that marriage. Ike Turner was abusive. She would not speak often of that abuse. When she did, it was profound. This is what she told ABC News in 1982.
My life with Ike was one that a lot of maybe people are familiar with. Husbands that practice brutality.
She was asked at the time why she stayed so long.
I felt responsible. I felt that I couldn't leave because too many things would be destroyed.
The documentary Tina, HBO, just 2 years ago.
I had an abusive life. There's no other way to tell the story.
Telling the story of how she got out of that marriage, famously leaving with nothing, 36 cents in her pocket, and as she would say, a gas charge card.
So I said, I'll just take my name. I fought a little bit because he knew what I would do with it. And it was through court that I got it to Tina.
She would like to keep the name. Tina Turner, she said, was hers. With young sons, she struggled to redefine her career as a solo Black female rock star. And then came the solo album, Private Dancer. On it, her 1984 smash hit, What's Love Got to Do with It? She was 45 and she had done it on her own. The New York Times calling the album at the time a landmark in the career of the 45-year-old singer. What's Love Got to Do with It won multiple Grammys, Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. She became a global sensation. There would be many albums to follow, including Forward Affair, On It, The Best. There was the big screen, too. And at nearly 50 years old, one of her dreams to fill a stadium like the Rolling Stones would come true. Nearly 200,000 fans would show up in Rio, breaking a record for the largest audience for a solo artist.
You can't imagine it's like for me to stand there and draw all those people. It's a feeling of like I did it. And it's really genuine. It's almost like magic because you're standing there and they're really giving you love.
She was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Ike Turner and later inducted on her own. And Tina would find love too. She met her husband, German record executive Erwin Bach, and they were together more than 35 years. In the end, she lived a quieter life in Switzerland with her husband and with a home and gardens she had always dreamed of. And in 2019, a rare appearance in New York City for the debut of the Broadway show, Tina was there. She said this.
This musical is my life, but it's like poison that turned to medicine.
Tina Turner was a survivor who defied boundaries, who redefined herself, tonight being remembered by her peers and by her fans as simply the best. It is quite a life story. Tonight, Mick Jagger saying, "I am so saddened by the passing of my wonderful friend, Tina Turner. She was truly an enormously talented performer and singer, inspiring, warm, funny, and generous," he writes. "She helped me so much."
It's Sunday morning on CBS. Here again is Mo Rocca.
The song Private Dancer from 1984 helped make a legend of Tina Turner, whose life story is told in the London musical Tina, which is coming to Broadway this October. Turns out singing is just one of her talents, as Gail King of CBS This Morning learned firsthand, or should I say, foot.
When 79-year-old Tina Turner offers a dance lesson, 3, 1, you join the class. What's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? Love got to do with it. That voice, those moves. Gave Tina Turner a 5-decade career as one of the biggest stars in rock music. She sold more than 200 million records. And the tale of the suffering and triumph of her life offstage, famously chronicled in the Oscar-nominated film What's Love Got to Do with It,
I hereby grant her divorce on
has endeared her to millions. This is Zurich. Wow. Turner's a citizen of Switzerland now, so we met her there to talk about her latest memoir, a book she admits she had to be convinced to write.
So I said, okay, I'll do the book because there's still a lot to be said.
Yeah.
So then we started working on it. And it was a little boring because you're always talking about yourself and what you did.
Tina, stop it. There's nothing boring about you. Nothing. To me, there's nothing boring about Tina Turner. And I love the title of the book, My Love Story, because it really is a love story. In the book, the plot thickens when in 1986, Turner meets a young German record executive, Erwin Bach. She was 46, he was 30. There's a great story in the book. You all are at a dinner, and it's a very cheeky move on your part. Go ahead, share it, Tina. What did you say?
So I said to Erwin, when you get to California, I want you to make love to me. Because I did.
Tina, who says that to somebody?
You say it if you feel it. And darling, you're not going to get it otherwise.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
They fell in love and finally tied the knot 6 years ago.
It was the first time that I got married as far as I was concerned.
When you say that's the first time you felt you had been married, why?
When Ike asked me to marry him, I knew it was for a reason. But I had to say yes, I knew, or it was going to be a fight. And so then when we drove to marry, that wasn't my idea of my wedding.
That first wedding and that first husband, Ike Turner, are still things that Tina Turner is trying to reconcile. And you spend time in the book actually thinking about Ike. Why do you think you found yourself thinking about him, someone who caused you so much pain?
I get emotional with certain conversations. I get emotional because in the beginning, Ike was very good to me.
Tina was born Anna Mae Bullock in Nutbush, Tennessee, a tomboy, she says, from a broken home. When she first laid eyes on Ike Turner, a popular singer in a St. Louis nightclub, her reaction, well, was mixed.
I thought he was the ugliest person I'd ever seen. I never seen anybody that skinny, but he had a presence. And then I watched him and he got on stage and he started, I thought, oh, wow, I want to sing with that man.
Soon she had her chance. But when a song she recorded with Ike caught the eye of a label executive, that was the end of Anna Mae. It just came home from the record company and said, here's the record. And I said, who's Tina? He said, you're Tina. And you said, your name is Tina Turner? Yeah. He says, you're Tina. And I said, Tina Turner. It was really hard to say in the beginning. Rolling. That is when he took over the money, the name, the whole control. Good job in the city. The Ike and Tina Turner Review became one of the most successful acts of the late 60s. Tina says she faced competition from other big female singers. But I was the only one that danced. And I remember Lily Richards said, Tina dances. It's hard for us to compete with her because I always did the twist. I always danced on stage. When I was a little. But you had that voice too. And I had the strange voice that most girl singers didn't have. How does your voice sound to you? Deep, and even it goes deeper. So, do you like your voice, Tina? Do you think you have a good voice? In the beginning, I didn't. I thought it was kind of ugly because it didn't sound like Diana Ross. But then afterwards, I thought, yeah, it sounds like the guys. But the success of this duo came at a very steep price. She says Ike Turner consistently abused her. The thing that struck me is that he was so cruel. He was cruel because he depended on me. He didn't like that he had to depend on me. And I didn't want to start a fight because it was always a black eye, a broken nose, a busted lip, a rib. But Tina, it got to the point where you decided to fight back, something you had never done before. And when I say fight back, I mean physically you fought back. I felt that I've had enough, just enough. Now it's time to go out the door. I had nothing. I had absolutely nothing. 36 cents, that was all. So here you are, you have to start over. You've had this career of Ike and Tina, and now you are Tina Turner. Are you thinking that you're going to be a success as Tina Turner at the age of close to 40? I didn't think about the singing at all. First of all, I was thinking about where I was going to lay my head, so to speak. Yeah. Then I was just enjoying the freedom of not being in that environment. Tina played hotels and casinos and caught the attention of a young Australian producer, Roger Davies. When she heard a demo of a song he proposed, she turned up her nose. The day of recording, Roger said, Tina, I think the song is going to hit. So I said, okay, I can sing it. I said, but I don't like it, Roger. You must understand. So I went to the studio and I applied my voice compared to the girls. You teened it up. I teened it up, yes. At age 44, Tina Turner had her first #1 single. She would go on to fill albums with hit music.
We're at almost 1 hour, guys.
In 2007, she performed her last tour. I got on that plane, Gail, I took a deep breath and I said, it's over. I really felt like it's over, and I'm glad it's over. And I went home. People miss you though, Tina. That's okay. They can go and see, they can watch the videos. I tell you, when I watch the videos, I'm jumping and moving. Enjoying those, but I'm finished with it. The years since her retirement have tested Tina Turner in new ways. Her son Craig took his life last July. I think Craig was lonely. That's what I think really got him more than anything else. I have pictures all around of him smiling, and I think I'm sensing that he's in a good place. I really think. She has endured a stroke, intestinal cancer, and kidney failure. When she needed a new kidney, her husband Erwin offered one of his. And I said, yes, but darling, you're young and I'm already old, and I don't mind. In Buddhism, you talk, but you live and you die. There's something that's accepted. Yeah. And so then after Erwin said that, I said, okay, darling, if you're willing to give up a kidney, then I'm fine. Is there anything you want now in life as you sit here, Tina Turner, that you don't have?
No, I have everything. When I sit at the Lady Zurich in the house that I have, I am so serene.
Wow.
No problems. I had a very hard life that I didn't put blame on anything or anyone. I got through it. I lived through it with no blame.
Here's to you.
And I'm a happy person.
Here's to you. You.
Okay, guys. Let's see.
We will not be doing any negotiation over the debt ceiling.
Biden refused to negotiate. Ronnie Turner's cause of death has been revealed.
Not too good. Imagine. Not too good.
Meantime,
Deanna Cook, stunning, vibrant, athletic. Since an early age, Deanna was always running.
She loved to run. And I used to tell her all the time, you get upset, just run. When things don't go your way, just run. And she broke records. Broke records. You know, she ran your dash. When she was in the 7th grade, she broke a record.
Not just a star on the track, Deanna was the constant center of attention in her tight-knit family in Dallas, Texas.
When she came in, she was gonna be the star of the show. She was just a really fun person. She was always like 10.
But the brassy beauty had a
We're in an hour of today's live stream, guys.
with her love for animals.
Come here. Come here.
And especially her 2 young daughters.
She loved them girls. She loved them. She would do anything for them.
Deanna raised her girls on this middle-class street in South Dallas. It's a neighborhood I know very well.
I grew up just blocks away from Lincoln High, and you've been to the house where I grew up, to the very house where I grew up as a child. Now, we know that's a rough part of town. Yes. But where your daughter was living, that was a nice area. That's why she lived there, because it's a nice area.
But I can tell you firsthand, the dangers of this area were never far away. Dangers Deanna could never run from. So when Deanna suddenly goes off the radar, her mom, Vicky Cook, knows something isn't right.
This is 17 was a variety. She used to call me around 10 or 11 every day when she'd be driving for her job. And this particular day, she didn't call.
By Sunday morning, no one in the family has heard from Deanna.
I said, that's not like Deanna. I said, and she haven't called me. I said, so can y'all please help me try to find Deanna?
After church, Vicky enlists Deanna's daughters, who'd been staying with Vicky and Deanna's sister Carlita, to check on her.
We knew something was wrong, but I don't think we were expecting what we found.
At first, there's no clue that something's amiss. Deanna's house is quiet, but there's no sign of Deanna.
Kind of tried to peep in windows, tried to knock on the front door, knock on windows, couldn't get in, couldn't see in. The blinds were kind of like frayed a little bit, but we couldn't see anything.
But then something odd, a river of water gushing from the garage out to the gutter. Deanna's mom, Vicky, reaches out to authorities for help.
I called 911 and I told them I needed someone to come because I hadn't heard from her in 3 days. And the dogs was barking and nobody's coming to the door, and I needed the police to come.
But the operator insists that police are a last resort.
Have you called all the jails and hospitals?
I know I have not. Ma'am, can you just send us police?
No, ma'am, you have to do this first.
I kept telling her, I don't know what you're talking about. I need someone to come here now. That's when I said, hang up that phone, Mom. I'm about to break down the door. And so I just turned around and kicked the door. And on the 3rd kick, it blew open.
Inside and overwhelming and ghastly, Carlita retches and covers her nose.
Did you know what that was? No, I've never smelled death before. The house was like clean, but it was water everywhere. And I was having, what's going on? What's going on?
Vicky, Carlita, and Deanna's daughters follow the stream flowing from the back of the house.
Her door to her bedroom was like closed. So I took my fingers and I like pushed it. and it fell off the hinges. And then that's when we saw the bedroom.
Deanna's room is trashed, the scene of a brutal fight.
Her table in her room was flipped over. Her jewelry was everywhere, like stuff was just a mess. Bombarded. That's what it looked like.
Ma'am, I'm sending police. Don't, I need everybody back outside.
But inside the attached bathroom, something worse, something truly horrible and haunting.
Okay. What is it? Mister, did you find her? Mister.
Vicky can't answer. What she sees leaves her sickened beyond words.
I walked in the bathroom and I pushed the door open. And I seen her in the water and I screamed. And it was him. Who did you see? Saw Deanna in that water.
Through her tears, Vicky has an uncontrollable surge of rage.
I just started screaming, he did it. He said he was going to do it. He did it. You had no question who did this? No question at all. But I had strength from God to keep me from doing what I wanted to do. What was that? Go kill myself. I understand, but just to this day, I think about it a lot.
Deanna Cook has been found dead, discovered by her family strangled, drowned, and decomposing in a running bathtub.
What is it?
Yeah, the see that picture of how I know he died. Just so we get to relive that picture.
That picture still haunts Deanna's family, and so does another 911 call that came in just one day before she was brutally murdered.
What's your purpose?
And there were a lot more chilling calls for help.
He's been operating popcorn all day long. You know, they're off the street walking my house. I don't know what.
Deanna Cook lived in fear for years. Deanna's mother claims that day the cops didn't consider the call an emergency.
I told her call the police, and she said that she did, but they won't do anything.
Deanna Cook made her last 911 call on the day of her murder, and we have to warn you, it is terrifying.
Hello,
Deanna is not in a position to talk to the 911 operator. She's being attacked. She's fighting for her life. And she was angry. But as the call goes on, Deanna becomes far more fearful. And Deanna is petrified.
It's clear who was there with her and who was doing it. Oh, yes, it was very clear.
You hear Delvecchio talking to her.
What's he saying?
I think he was mocking her.
Delvecchio is Delvecchio Patrick, Deanna's enraged ex-husband. He has no idea every second of his brutal attack on Deanna is being recorded on her cell phone in a 911 call.
Where's the police now? So there's nobody here to help you now. Where's the police? And of course, he's flat out, I'm going to kill you.
He says that.
Over and over.
Then, horribly, Del Vecchio Patrick makes good on his sickening threat and chokes the life out of Deanna Cook.
You hear her like gasping for air or choking. You hear the water in the background, and then it goes silent.
Silence for 15 more horrifying minutes until finally. Tragically, this is not Del Vecchio Patrick's first act of violence against Deanna. Cops would uncover a terrifying and long history of abuse.
How long did it take for you to figure out who did this to your sister? Well, I immediately knew. No question. No question.
And Deanna's family worried about Del Vecchio from the very start.
Before they even got married, he used to beat on her, but she married him because she thought she could help it.
She thought marrying him,
I'll be right back.
That's what he was,
but he didn't. No. Could it get worse?
it got worse.
Worse, including a night of explosive violence that saw a jealous and enraged Del Vecchio beating Deanna senseless, and in a hint of things to come, choking her unconscious.
When she woke up, all of her clothes were gone. He had removed her clothes, and she ended up running out the house to a neighbor's house.
He could have killed her that day. He tried. That was the third time.
It's the latest in a long list of assaults that send Del Vecchio to county jail time and time again.
You would go to jail for days and get out, and then the cycle would begin again.
Right.
Again. Right.
Finally, Deanna has had enough. She divorces Del Vecchio and files papers to keep him away.
She had her active restraining order on him.
But Del Vecchio's threats never stopped.
You heard Del Vecchio threatened to kill your daughter.
Yeah, I did. And I told her to leave him alone. I said, he's serious. He's going to.
Those are the shouts of a madman, Del Vecchio Patrick, taunting his ex-wife Deanna Cook as he brutally chokes and drowns her. But this 911 operator isn't sending help.
Hello, ma'am. Do you need police fire?
It has many asking, including the district attorney, if this isn't an emergency, what is?
So what happens? Where are the police? Like you said, where are the police?
It took too long for a unit to be assigned. It took too long.
How long did it take?
It was, the unit didn't arrive, I believe, until 50 or so minutes after the call was made.
50 minutes? 50 minutes too late to save Deanna Cook.
It's like, they what? They didn't care.
One of the reasons it took so long is because Deanna called the 911 operator on her cell phone.
It's a landline, they can know exactly where the call is coming from and they can send out units. She's trying to figure out where this call is coming.
Okay, guys, I thank y'all so much for joining, and well, if whenever you guys come in, I appreciate y'all guys so much, and I love you guys. Love my YouTube members and fans so much. And as a celebrity and talk show host and American singer and gospel singer, R&B singer, I will be back later, guys. Okay, guys. Love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye, guys. Love y'all.